thought you could drop out here. And had her thinking like, well, if you got here with this thing, gonna come out with the same stuff out here. No, it's not, but she responds to me, nigga, I had him, I lied to him, you hear me, like, you know, like, whatever, like, the olive oil I used to put inside my hair, and I keep thinking, like, you want some big healthy? This is how you, like, man, honestly, I'm gonna had to make it on TikTok and everything, bro, like, once I take these bitches, I'm about to do a additional time to start the block training, turn with the fresh beat on the twist on how you do one thing to do. I'm about to do another one of those, but I'm just doing a little bit different this time. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit. Like, I'm looking at my old content now before the post, like, you hear me, like, over here. And this is what I was saying, like, my old content so fucking trash, bro. Like, I remember when I was talking to you about this, I'm like, well, I'm about to change my content up. Now that I'm about to stop doing too much of the blog project, but I'm still short a little bit. Like, I've been looking at my old shit, like, this is now living in the city in the water. It's like, come on, man. Like, that shit trash. It's like, you got all this extra shit in there, like, all like, compared to like the new stuff you uploading. It's like more what you supposed to be looking at, you know what I'm saying? Like that old shit, like what the fuck is that? Like, then they go out to the videos everywhere, like, that shit just bad.
I hear and see what you're saying, brother. And the first video you showed me, that hoe didn't look bad at all. From my perspective, from me just looking at it outside looking in, I'm like, that shit look cool. But I see what you're saying now, like, you know, yeah, like you just critiquing yourself, which is good. Like I see the improvement and everything, and it's very detail oriented. Like that's how we gotta get. Like definitely, bro, gotta get more detail oriented.
Like I'm like, man, what the fuck, like?
That shit be mattering, bro. The details, bro. The extra shit we doing, like.
Like I don't like that thing. They got, you can see all the selfie thing legs and shit like. Did a
video
too long. The video too long, like.
I see what you said.
Like get to the point already, nigga. Like you know.
Facts.
It's a whole bunch of shit. Nigga,
I see what you saying.
The audio too, cause it's like it ain't dropping on Beehive, do not. Like, it's just a whole bunch of shit that do not. But like, what the fuck we not doing? Like, how?
That's what I'm saying, brother. You coming into that realization, and if you want to be able to give a motherfucker game, that's damn near the game you gotta like start at, like, and it gotta be the little detail oriented shit. That's why I be saying, bro, people don't be like explaining shit right to certain motherfuckers. That's why they be fucked up along like going off. You ain't explain that shit right. Like, for instance, with the credit shit, like if bro would explain to me how this shit would have went, I probably would have not gave him my money. You feel me? Because I probably would have knew I wasn't gonna be able to sit for this amount of time, you know, without whatever, and it just like now I'm just bumping my head and shit. But you know, it's all part of the game for real. You gotta bump your head in order to learn shit, bro. Like Avery, that nigga said he went to school for filming, but he realized that when he went there, that's not what he wanted to do for real. It was something else that he wanted to do with like photography or videography or whatever. But he only found that out, went to the school and met some people and got a better understanding of what he wanted to do and be like, bro, you should have been studying this, that, and the third. He like, damn, like, well shit, fuck, I'm already here. Huh? Right, that should be part of it.
I feel like I heard a lot of people like, I feel like the life is like, I was talking to my girl at work, and she was saying she wanted to be this, so she was talking to somebody on the field, and they were telling her like, oh, the pop bitch, this and this, like, we do negative shit, right? I be looking at that shit like, bro, since I was younger, son, my boss was telling me before I got to college, like, you need to go for graphic design, we got a school, you made this amount of money, and this is good, and this is good, and my whole life, niggas always told me, you need to go to school, you go to college for art, and this is good, like, a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm like, bro, in life, you gotta just do what you want to do, you hear me? Like, and don't get me wrong, like, sometimes you need to take advice, and don't just be out here just being delusional, but I feel like sometimes you listen to other people, I'm like, man, like, it be a nigga like, you hear me saying, like, when I pop out of shows, I don't never sell shit. I'm like, you ain't got to tell that guy, nigga, you don't draw hard draw, you don't paint hard paint. That's why, like, you hear me? Like, I know I'm gonna sell something, I pop out. You, I don't know how you paint, I don't know your style, I don't know woo. I know what I'm gonna do though, you hear me? Like, you know, so it's like, or some niggas be like, man, this venue bad, I'll never make money without doing this venue. And it's like, that's because your art probably put this particular style or whatever. So it's like, man, you gotta do it all way you doing, like, man, listen to other people, it's like, that's through their perspective. They ain't gonna tell you, like, man, I went in there 3 times late.
Fuck! Sorry, you guys.
Like I said, at that point, where I'm at 28 years old or something, like, I'm looking at a whole bunch of people who just made a whole bunch of regrets. I'm glad I did everything the way I wanted to do it, son. I'm glad I did everything the way I wanted to do it. I'm seeing a whole bunch of niggas, my manager the other day, like 2 weeks ago, Adriana, she was talking about some. She wanted to go to school to be an artist because she used to do painting shit like that when she was younger, but she was like, this is stuff artists don't make the money and then they're doing all this other shit. So she went to school for some other shit, and she like, man, I'm glad I didn't do that or whatever. And I'm looking at her like, so what the fuck have you accomplished now since you didn't go get the art degree? What the fuck have you accomplished that to make you like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't do that. Like like
right, low
you
key
ain't
trying
did
to shit on your shit.
Yeah, I'm like you ain't did shit. You work at the same place I work at, like made the same amount of money I'm making woo to woo. And I still got the art show on the side, so like you ain't did shit, but just give up on your dream. That's the only thing you did. So like you probably gave up on something. You probably been further than me in this all shit, yeah, but you gave up. So it's like only God would know from none. So
damn, that shit crazy. And gotta let you give up too, nigga. He gonna let you give up, and he go remind your ass.
Whole time I'm thinking, she don't know in the back of my head. I'm like, I'm on my way out of this bitch. I got that teacher gig and shit, but I ain't about to tell that. But I'm like, I'm looking at her like, like I got to show that money. She's talking about art don't make no money. I'm like, oh, that make no money. Ooh. But at the same time, like, I can't really be mad at her because I thought that to a certain degree too. But I'm like, but that's why I spoke to you. When I spoke to you, you gotta stay true to yourself. So you can't go out with niggas coming to you. Shit, yeah, you give it to me. That's why I'm like, you can't go out with niggas like other niggas saying and shit like that, bro.
Definitely, nigga, cause shit, you listen to everybody else, nigga, you ain't go do shit.
Man, what niggas be, man, son, listen to other people daily, son. A lot of niggas just gave up. More 90% of people I know they gave up, son. They ain't really stick to what they want to do in life. They gave up. And one because they were trash or they didn't have the skill, they just kept listening to other people and gave up.
I think my problem is
about watching this shit. You know, like a lot of people don't be trash what they do.
I think I be listening to people, but I don't listen to people. I listen to people and like as far as like what not to do, if there's something that similar that would happen to me or some shit like that. But I think I get too stuck in that part of like analyzing and processing. Like, okay, I know this person did this like this, so not to do it like that. Like,
I only listen to people who are in the position that I want to be in or better than me in life. Now, I really not listen to y'all listen like that. You know my partner shit, but I'm saying for like taking that advice, like, I'm not listening. Like, say for example, I'm not taking that advice from a fucking manager at Pop or some shit like that. Like, of course you're gonna tell me go the corporate way and go to do, like, and I'm not mad at him for saying that, but like, of course, look at his life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go talk to somebody who's an artist who in your field, whatever type shit. That's who can give you that advice you really need type shit. You hear me?
100%, nigga. But shit, nigga, how you been, bitch? Like with your shit, like I've been seeing you everywhere, nigga. Like with your electrician stuff, like how that shit going for you? Are you liking it?
Yeah, that shit been cool. I was feeling be like that shit an independent contract or something. That shit not like big money or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit really just be like trying to keep my feet wet and like stay on my game. And like you know what I'm saying? Like be able to kind of like those jobs like I have experience, kind of like keep that shit in your face. And that shit kind of like. Yeah, I can show you how to wire it up, and that shit'll be easy. But fuck, if you ain't do that shit in 6 months, son, that shit gonna be like, fuck.
New.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want like necessarily like get tripped up on my craft or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep the shit familiar. Along with being in the field, so that allow you to see like reality situations. It's not like, yeah, we on the board fixing up license shit. Now I'm in the attic with that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm in a nigga's basement with that shit.
What happened if you did everything right, that shit still ain't working like, bro?
You feel me? Like, that nigga got nigga saying, like, real, you know what I mean? Got, like, I had to do these life fixes the other day, and the woman was there, but now I got the actual client working over my money. That shit kind of different. Because, like, fuck, this a nigga housing, I'm looking at it like for instance, like, when you fuck around and you touch, you're too hot, that shit blow a fuse and that shit turn the brake off. So a nigga who don't know that, they'll be like, damn, this nigga blew that shit up just now. You know what I mean? But in reality, that shit happens. That shit is normal. You know what I mean? It's better that happens than you get shocked the fuck out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see that shit blow, you'll just know, fuck, yeah, not a power on. Now I gotta go turn it on. You know what I mean? But that's not, in reality, you probably want to turn it off before you even came get it. But just, some niggas that they don't want to go do it, they'll see, hey, look, I'm about to blow the power right now, so we ain't gotta go down for it. You feel me? Like, shit like that. So reality of situations is showing a nigga like what's up.
That shit live, bro. Like, in a sense, like, that shit's so crazy that it's like an independent contract, and the fact that it's like, so it's like you kind of on call. So you could get a call tomorrow and be like, I got such and such, I need you to come, and you got to go that day, or you got to go whatever day it say you got to go, right? And they go tell you the whole rundown.
Not necessarily because, like, he an independent contractor, that just means he a nigga he wanna us.
Yeah, right. That what I'm registering in my head. Like,
if we got good with the nigga who's just sitting right here, in reality, we like, man, look, we wanna make this money so much, we gonna throw that nigga phone up until he say, hey man, look, fuck me, come on.
yeah.
So that's what I'm on. Like I call that nigga every day, like, what it works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, 'cause in the way, as far as I know, I don't know the boss man situation, you never really do. But that's showing him like, man, this nigga want that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga want this money. And knowing him running a business in our situation, you know, like, his job is technically to find work. He can't be doing work. So he needs to be finding work. You feel me? Like, so, you know, that's how you show a nigga like, man, I'm reliable. I'm all that cool shit. So, it's like, it's not
That
really
shit
work
real.
every day. You know what I
That
mean?
shit crazy.
I can see this to the point like you gonna supposed to get opportunity with them like you don't have to live for y'all no more. Like you
Bruh.
know, in their company like that.
That's why they say drug dealers and shit be like, they be smart and shit. They be like, cause think about it, bro. Like, they say like, I don't know. I heard some shit like saying like the drug dealer, like the way they be the successful ones, the ones that don't get caught, the ones how they run that shit like a tight ship. Like, it's more so like on some independent contractor shit. Like these motherfuckers get called, huh? Yeah, it's a team. So it's like, not that like I'm saying like, okay, yeah, we go to school just to get this license, just to sit around and get called and go get the bread. You feel me? It's almost like the same thing with selling drugs. Like you sitting there waiting on somebody to call you for this work that you finna go bring to them and make some money. You're not necessarily clocking in. That's what I'm saying. You're not necessarily clocking in. Like you damn that just like that shit crazy. It's crazy because it's your life. Like it's crazy.
I'm in the beginning of this shit, bro, but I can already tell.
Like he talking to his first seven.
Brother, that shit lit.
I'm in the
Look,
beginning and I can tell.
look, I'm finna tell you how lit that shit is because, nigga, let's say, all right, boom, you got that solidified. You want to focus on your clothing shit now. You feel me? You on or whatever. You want to focus on something else. You focusing on it. You accomplish it. You still got that. You still got calls coming in every now and then. You go do that, boo, make a little 1400. And then boom, you back over here with it. You feel me? Like that shit just crazy. But that
never go corporate.
that 1300-1400 just covered your whole monthly expenses on some shit. You ain't gotta, bro. That shit just crazy. That shit lit.
That's literally why that nigga get caught in the game. But like, I don't necessarily get paid right now. So I told them niggas I want to soak up knowledge. You gonna throw a nigga bread anyway though. But I want to soak up knowledge, son, because like in reality, bro, a nigga doing like that little shit I be showing y'all. Well, I did some complicated shit too, but like, we got days where a nigga that probably came and there's a wire that's right here that just needs to be under the ground, so we'll just call that grounding the wire. Or you just about to dig up a hole that's deep enough for that wire to land and you put that bitch back on top. That's like $500. You feel me? Like within an hour or two.
Bro, that shit's so crazy. Just like hearing that shit and just like analyzing it and registering in my head, bro. Like, nigga, that shit is real life. Like,
You about to get a camel bread or something like that.
yeah, like.
Making thousands by the day.
What? You just need the wire to go into the ground bed. Boom. I'm finna come over there and do that real
All
quick.
man's job is to constantly look for money, son. Like, cause all his job, that's why he like.
Or you can even, or if you the boss man, you get in a car, you could boop boop boop.
Yeah, I got you. I'm ready.
You could boop boop boop. Hey, I got a thing for you. Oh, I ain't ready, love. You could be like, hey, I got a thing for you. They say you got the call. You calling me to go to Fresno to go put the wire under the ground because they finna pay you a band, but you finna pay me $200-300 because you know that a nigga ain't. You feel me? Come on, man. Hey, man, go over here and such and such and such. Nigga, you hang the phone up. You somewhere eating with your bitches and your niggas, and you
like
just.
the money to
You just.
go. If I'm asking you to do that, that's because I'm someone trying to get some more money. That's why.
But you probably had a. I ain't mean to. All right, I'm a trans.
That's how nigga.
You eating, nigga, but you had a business meeting.
Yeah,
You feel me? You damn near closing another deal. Why you just, you feel me? Just come on, now that shit lit.
Right now, nigga, if I'm telling you go dig this hole up for me, nigga, that's because I'm digging a hole already, bro.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shit so lit.
That ain't gonna get your body right too. You outside in the heat.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, bro, we got to get a trade that gets called on for shit like that. Like, right? That's what I'm saying. They all do. So it's like, shit, you better get your feet in.
That's what niggas get their money together, cause like, Now when this woman tell me about a ceiling fan and she say, fuck man, you can't touch that. The cool, the refrigerator came. That's when the HVAC nigga come in. So you feel me? Like that money go, I'm telling you that trade could change this shit completely different, dude. To the point like your boss man, whoever your boss is, you calling that nigga like that nigga your brother. Like
trade on the essential of life, baby. To be honest, I'm like, you know, like they keep society running. People got trades, like, you know.
but that shit so much money. Companies making money. Why niggas making money? Like it's that much money. And the companies, since they got the big ass name, they gonna charge the arm and the leg, and we could just charge the arm.
You wasn't at work the other day, but we had an electrician at work the other day, like explaining to them like, yeah, that's why that ain't been working. You know, they banged the building, so they like, yeah, that wasn't working because he was just walking around fucking with this and all type of. I've had electricians come to the job plenty of times, like, you know, just about some shit that wasn't working and they fixed that bitch. And
Damn, like nigga, yeah, like get out here and try to get as many trades as you can, but it's also not even a trade. Like go get as much knowledge as you can, bro. Like we so got.
That's why I said every young nigga tell my like, I ain't gonna lie, like. If God put me in a position, I'm gonna make sure I tell my students, like, give me like every young dude son get you a degree or a trade or a skill like in barbering, tattooing, a degree.
Nobody, I feel like nobody even told us. I ain't had no goddamn older person tell me nothing like that. Like just break it down to everybody say stay in school, we gotta graduate. I graduated, so it's like okay, cool. I caught on to that because everybody's saying it, but ain't nobody going deep into why you gotta graduate. You feel me? Like they just stay in school, bro.
You can make 60, 70, 80, 90,000 a year, like with a regular job, it caps like 50, 60, like, you know, skill is like, you gotta get your skills, so like, you can make 60, 70, 80,000. I want you to make that money, you can have bread to, I'm about to go pick your clothing line, and then I'm about to start with the whoop on the side, and then like, you know, I can pay for studio time back to back to back, how much I want to, because it's like, I got bread coming in the fund and shit, or whatever you want to do, and like,
I've been even thinking about going to, like, I know they even got, I've been thinking about going to school heavy, back to school heavy. But it's like, I'm trying to think about to go for what though, you know? And it's like, I've been thinking about shit. I fuck with music a lot, so like, should I go to school for music? But it's like, damn, like.
No, I say go back to school for something that's like concrete.
Yeah, it still would equate to the art shit. Like, you went to school for art and now you making a living out of that shit. So it's like
a degree basically. So it's like, I got an art degree, so it's like basically like, with an art degree down there, like I could work in like down there. I could have been a PE teacher. I could have been like, you know, anything to it, like whatever don't work out, I could get into some type of field or whatever type of shit. Like, you know.
Yeah, that music shit alone shop.
Yeah, the music is like the only thing you be a music teacher, but like I could go work at the art museum or some shit, you know.
Nigga need something.
Cause like we going for the skills, we not really thinking about like something. I mean, in my situation, I don't recommend niggas live life like me because I'm just blessed, extremely blessed. But like I did go with my skills with something I did like, and it turned and worked out for me. But I don't think it's gonna work like that. But like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out for everybody.
That shit affected me with my creative side right now. So y'all seeing that from me? Like, we the most chillest I done been.
And it feel like you kind of like that creator in you is kind of dying, or you starving it or some shit, right? Like
you scared me, son. He told me he was giving up.
In different ways. I'm not giving up some, but it's different ways. Like when I be saying it, I feel like I'm growing up. You feel me? Like
you gotta grow up while still.
Like I'm trying to kill it. I'm not killing it. But a nigga need that money, son. Like I'm tired of it. Like you feel me? Like I need that money,
brother. And it takes certain like phases, bro. You gonna have to be isolated for damn near a whole year to go. Like
it's not like I'm killing who I am because nothing can kill who I am. Like,
yeah, like that shit gonna always live in you. You just know you gotta lock in and do this shit right here, like, and you gotta accept the consequences. That's why I'm like, I went and got my daughter, bro. And it's like, I did it on an impulsive sense. I know I ain't where I want to be at yet to provide how I want to provide, but I did it just because, like, I ain't trying to, like, create no type of, but it's like, fuck all that shit, man. Like, I would rather sit and get called a deadbeat, get called a goddamn this, that, and the third, knowing I'm going to work two jobs every day, knowing I'm working toward getting whatever I need. I'd rather sit in the house and get caught that versus me going out there to go get her and then coming and then I'm struggling and then you feel me, like just to try to make you feel like, oh, like, yeah, he a good person, or yeah, he a good man. Fuck you if you feel like that. I'm trying, bitch. I'm doing what I say I'm gonna do, bitch. Like, and then it's like I gotta go through without my daughter too, and like shit, she gonna hold resentment for me too. So it's like, damn, like I went right there, but it's like I knew I probably shouldn't have just like it come with that type of shit. Like you gotta have thick ass skin, bro. Like. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, but I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like, I be feeling like the inner child in me dying, or like the inner creator in me dying. That's why I can call it out.
I feel like, son, that's the worst thing in life, bro. Like I been hearing, like, psychology and everything talk about this, but don't let the inner child die. Cause once you let the inner child die, it's like your soul becomes so dried up to the point it's like I don't know, bro.
You just gotta learn how to accept
That's
shit.
why I said,
No,
like,
so
I
don't get
don't
me wrong,
believe,
cause
like,
I grew up too, so I ain't like, you know, it's like, you see,
using
like,
that
I'm not the type of
analogy,
dude
you
that be
saying
in
what I'm
public
saying.
saying, like, you know.
You saying what I was saying, bro. Where it's like, I feel as though, like, that inner child you talking about, that shit could never die in a nigga like me. Like, that's why I say, like, I'ma always be me.
Like, that's where I get my creativity from. How I'm playing this piccolo right now, shit, like, that's where I get my whole, like, yeah, like, when I'm thinking of, like, my creative content, I'm just thinking about being myself and shit. Like, sometimes tap into my inner child, like, how to just have fun when I'm doing shit. When you just playing the toys and you're not trying to make shit, you just doing it. Like, you know, like, I don't know. So it's kind of how I get in that state of flow where it's like, I'm just like, well, nothing don't really matter in the world right now. Like, I don't think about bills. I don't think about, like, girls and, like, my social
That
status.
shit
I'm
don't
just
matter, bro.
straight art. I'm just, like, back when I'm, like, a kid. And
That shit don't fucking matter, bro. The
I'm
minute.
not saying literally be childish. I'm not saying that. You know,
Yeah.
like that. I'm saying that
We
like
saying,
the
like,
inner
be-
child is like the energy of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Be free,
it's
nigga.
like when
Be
you
what
play
you
with your
wanna
daughter,
do.
you can still do the, you know what I'm saying? All that, like, just, I don't know. Cause when you get too, like, you get dull inside, and it's like, it just get to a point where, like, life has no meaning. Then it's like, you get
I read something that stuck with me. It said, we are not our age, we our energy. And that shit just like hit. You feel me? Because you will meet 50, 60, 30, 40-year-old niggas that got that's lit. That's lit. Bitch, you be like, yeah, I can't wait till I get that age. I can't wait till I'm living like that on some shit like.
I'm turning 29 next month, son. And I was talking to Austin, and it's like, whole time I'm older than Austin. Austin 28 or 27. I'm like, bitch, I'm older than you. I'm like, you look like you dead. Like, you look like you are smooth 40.
Oh, I'm saying,
yeah,
motherfuckers done gave in. That's what you call giving in, bro. You done gave in, and now you following the herd. Like we going against the grain. So yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna feel like we gonna just turn around and go with the flow. But like nah, motherfuckers really go through that shit and make it out and be peaceful. You feel me? Be living life how they want to.
It's
like
sometimes where like I'll be on the crib with myself, and I'll be put my break out the dance move that I used to do when I was a kid. You hear me? That nobody know about the dance move. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'll be hearing a song with them, and I go back and listen to a song where I used to listen to my people when I was a kid listening to the song. I just do shit like that where it's like it reminds me of my childhood. Now when everything was just I don't know, it's just like I go back and listen to old songs like and shit like that, or just look at old art and shit like that, or just old memories and shit like that. You know, just think about just I don't know.
But see, now what it is, brother, is
you can't let the inner child die, so you got
it's more of a
inner child, bro.
it's more of a vulnerability thing with it now. It's like, are you okay with putting yourself out there like that? Are you okay with being childish and like?
But the thing about it, cause that's what I'm saying. When I say time to man a child, I'm not saying that to like be childish or whatever.
No,
like,
yeah.
I move like a masculine grown man. You know what I'm saying? So like if I were to tell a girl that, she probably be like, you bring 17 in a child, like you always so serious and shit. But I'm like, I don't mean by the literally act like a child. It's like an energy of the child. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. It's like sometimes I don't feel like I'm just too grown or too cool to do certain things. Like you know, sometimes like you know, like I mean I do feel like I'm too grown to do a lot of things. I'm not gonna say that, but like. Let me see, like, just certain things, like, if I'm with my people or something like that, they like, you know, y'all wanna go kart riding or, like, go skating or something like that. I'm like, yeah, let's go skating. Like, you know, like, I'm 29, but I'm 28, but, like, you know, like, I'll fuck with some skating. I feel like I ain't too grown to, like, you know, just go to cool, 1, 2, you know, can skate backwards, like, you know, I ain't gonna do too much, but, like, I don't mind going off, like, you know,
Some niggas be like, yeah, but they got some niggas be like, I'm too old to be doing that shit. Like,
yoga or karaoke or something like, I feel like, you know, I'm cool with that type of shit. It's like, I don't know, like, I'm not no childish person, not saying like do childish things, but like you gotta stay connected with the inner child. You gotta keep that dream of mine, like that dream of mine when you was a kid. You like I can do anything in the world. It's like you gotta keep that like that I can do anything in the world type shit. Cause once you accept you can, then it's like that's gonna be your reality down there. It's like down in the matrix, you're supposed to be at that point. Now you get another